Hello YouTubers, today I decided to review something different for a change because, hey, why not? So, this is the Third Doctor and Anti-Reflective Light Wave Dalek from Planet of the Daleks. I have had this set since it was first released back in, was it 2013? I believe it was released in, and just haven't reviewed it for I don't know, whatever reason. Well, let's have a look at the packaging. So, on the side, we've got a picture of John Pertwee, which I believe that is from the Sea Devils, actually. And I believe that one is definitely from the Sea Devils. But we do have a screen grab from Planet of the Daleks, where the Doctor's just finished spraying the Dalek that is turned invisible. Here is a bio on the Doctor and the Daleks. Okay, you've had time to read that. And that is, I believe, one of the original promotional images from Spearhead from Space. Yeah, because I don't believe there's really any promotional images of this costume, but anyway, let's get this thing out of its box and review it. Okay, so here are the figures, so let's just move the Dalek out the way and take a look at the Third Doctor. Now, this obviously uses the exact same sculpt as all the other Third Doctor figures, meaning that jacket sculpt is completely wrong. It should be really a double-breasted jacket that goes all the way around to the other side. It should be a lot tighter up around here. This part of the shirt should not be showing. And also, interestingly, he doesn't wear this cravat in the story. It's actually... let me just grab the picture on the back of the box, because they show it very well. Yeah, it's... I don't know, it's sort of like a cross between a cravat and a bow tie, so... The bow tie wouldn't have been right, but this isn't right either. Though I think the bow tie would have looked probably worse, so it makes sense why they've gone for this one, to be honest. So, yeah. Also, interestingly, his eyebrows are a really dark grey, and his hair has had this really dark wash over the top of it, which is, again, a bit interesting because none of the John Pertwee figures seem to be consistent either. Sometimes his hair is like a really dark grey colour, and sometimes it's a really bright white, so they can never really decide on what it's going to be. But yeah, the jacket is incorrect, but they have painted it in the correct colour scheme, as well as the shirt as well. And this cravat I think it should really be a lot darker. Interestingly, the person who now owns this jacket is Mark Gatiss, and during Peter Capaldi's filming on Twice Upon a Time, at some point he brought in the jacket, and Peter Capaldi actually put it on, and there's actually a picture of him wearing it, and you can clearly see in his face how happy he is. But yeah, a lot of John Pertwee's, pretty much all of John Pertwee's costumes that he kept went up for auction, and the money went to a charity of his that was for retired actors. So that's what that was for. You've got the hand sculpted for the sonic screwdriver, but no sonic screwdriver was included. This was to keep down costs and to keep it at a £20 price when this was originally released. You've got the trousers here, which do look really good. It's just the same basic black trousers. They've been painted in a matte finish, and the shoes are an incredibly dark brown. It's pretty hard to see on camera. They've got a slight shine to them, though. That's basically it. In terms of articulation, well, the head on this does not want to move at all, and I don't want to force it. It's pretty much the same with any John Pertwee figure, so that's a given all. We've got 360 degrees at the shoulders. The biceps go a 360 degrees. And we've got a 90-degree bend at the elbow. Again, very stiff. You can see also the buttons there. The reason I haven't gone really over the jacket very much in terms of detail, because the detail is incorrect, for one. And the wrists could probably do a 360, but you'll probably scratch the paint on it. You have waist articulation, triceps do probably a 360 and a 90-degree bend at the knee, and the legs can go out to the side and forward, and a tiniest little bit back. But honestly, that's it. I mean, if you've got one John Pertwee figure, all the others are exactly the same, just repainted. To be honest, it would have been interesting, because if they released actually the green jacketed version that he wore at the very start of the story, though I'm really glad they released this one, because it is a variant that I do really like. Despite it being inaccurate, I do really like the purple look for the Third Doctor and that, and it's a shame that he only wore this costume the once. But anyway, let's get on to the anti-light reflective Dalek. So this is basically your standard 70s Dalek sculpt, or the Genesis Dalek sculpt, except it's being moulded in transparent plastic. And then sort of a black spray has been applied to it, and just on one side and in one position. Basically, if I can line it up just right, it'll be, yeah, this position. So whenever the Daleks were coming along the factory, they get a spray. So I don't know if all the sprays are 100% the same. They could, they may be slight variations depending on what one you get. But basically, this side of the Dalek is sprayed and this side is left hand. I kind of like the effect, because it recreates the scene of the Doctor spraying the Dalek. The sculpt in that is the same. So you've got the pupil and the eye detailing just there, whereas actually in the story it's actually completely smooth. You've also got the ribs on, if we can focus, there we go, we just got the ribs here on the dome lights and that, and you can see all the sculpting online, all the mesh section and also the slats and that, all very nicely detailed just here. And I do quite like this look in black, to be honest. It looks quite nice. Again, all the hemispheres and that, and the wheels. And that's how a lot of people were saying that they'd rather have had it completely transparent. And yeah, I probably would have as well. I mean, when I saw this, I was slightly disappointed that it wasn't completely transparent. Though I do get what they were going with this. Like, it's like in the in-between phase where it's half transparent, half not. Articulation, 360 head, eyes up and down. Very stiff on this one, a bit rubbery. But yeah, all basically the same stuff. I really do like this Dalek, and it is probably one of my favourite ones, just because of how unique it is. It reminds me of stuff like what Dapol did. Interestingly, you can see like a little ring round here. And this was probably because they were using the sound effect Dalek moulds, and they're just not making that a separate piece there, but yeah. Either that, or it's the cross-section for where you have to remove the hemisphere. And those screws are really shiny, they stand out. But overall, what do I think of this set? Well, is it a surprise that I absolutely adore this set? It is absolutely fantastic. It is very hard to get nowadays. This was one of the rarest sets, and that even when it was available in Toys R Us, which are unfortunately no longer with us. It was one of the hardest ones. Probably this one and the 8th Doctor one were probably the two that were the most sought after ones. But obviously, I managed to get this when it was released and that. If you can track it down for a decent price, obviously get it. You're getting a very unique Third Doctor, and you're getting an incredibly unique Dalek. So, yeah, that's it for this review, and I'll see you in the next one. I thought I'd just do this just because it was something a bit unexpected. And yeah, that's it this time. Daleks. Oh no.